What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 27th day of November, and here we are sitting at about $2.22 with 4 hours and 48 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Let's get into this right now. Okay, here we are. Here we are. We're consolidating and holding support actually right here at prior areas of support here. And a little bit below that support zone there. We found some support consistently right around here as well before. On a closing basis right there, resistance right here, support right there. It's somewhat of a significant area, since November of last year. Anytime historically throughout this range that you've bought at these prices or lower, you've been considered a genius investing in XRP, right? Especially lower. I very much believe that we're at a low point here. I think that we're going to be breaking out, and we will be seeing new all-time highs in a matter of no time at all, potentially in December, if not certainly January at the latest. But before we get there, let's zoom in. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll come back and we'll zoom back out. Looking at the 1 hour time frame here, the RSI is very neutral, as is the price, so that's fair. Lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price, hidden bullish divergence, hinting upwards, right? For a neutral RSI, there are some bullish implications. The stochastics are bullish, and the MACD is generally bullish as well. We're actually right at a point to bounce, so if we bounce here, if the MACD is true, and we do bounce here, the stochastics are already overbought. The RSI is yet to get overbought. We might get a nice pop here. Being that this is the 1 hour time frame for XRP, I would expect we see a nice pop probably within the next 12 hours, but to be safe, within the next 24 hours. I would not be surprised in the least if within the next 12 hours we saw a nice pop. And what do I mean by a nice pop? We're at 220. Maybe we push to 240. Maybe higher, and maybe inevitably higher, but perhaps the initial pop is to 240, and then we consolidate, and then we continue to move higher. Who knows? But something above this high, something above 228. If we take a fib, we take our high to our low here, the expectation is 233 to 237. If not, because this is such a small fib extension, maybe we go a little bit deeper to the 188.62618 level, or even the money zone. Maybe as high as 261, but at least 232. I would think from here we probably do push higher to that 237, maybe 253 area, something in here, with the highest potential being 257 to 261. Probably again over the next day, I would think. Next day or two. By the end of this week, by the end of this month for sure. I don't know if we'll be at $3, but if I'm wrong about this at all, it would only be because we went higher. This is a pretty small fib to base any kind of thoughts off of, but just in the sense of this move, if we took a low to high here and we replicated that, I mean, that would take us right there to about 240, which was the initial call to begin with, before I put all the chicken scratch on there. So 240, 250, 260 at the highest, maybe over the next day or so. 4 hour time frame here, certainly by the end of the month, end of the week. It looks like a bull flag, doesn't it? It's kind of a weird bull flag. The flagpole's very tilted. You have this nice little consolidation phase here. Whatever it is, maybe it's just a cup with handle. Is that what it is? It could be a cup with handle. Same kind of idea. You take the low to the high of the right side of the pattern, and then I think you put it at the top though. Isn't that the break? So that's the difference, is the measurement there. That takes us to $2.86. Whereas if it was a bull flag, you would more think that you would go to $2.70. But anything and everything in between is fine. I mean, maybe we do push higher. It's hard to say. It's a 4 hour time frame, so it's not that much. Looking at the RSI, very bullish here. Very bullish here, staying overbought, finding support. You're getting lower lows in the RSI while providing higher lows in the price. Yes, you can see it here. Higher lows here, lower lows there. Staying above the 50 is bullish, whereas staying below the 50 was bearish. Here you're postured in a very bullish way, I would say. The MACD also looks good. Typically, whenever we cross above the 0 on the MACD, we expect to consolidate for anywhere from a day and a half to 3 days. And at this point, you've been consolidating for about a little bit over 3 days. So this might be literally, this 4 hour candle right here might be the commencement of a move that breaks you out of this little consolidation phase right here. This could be it, and I think it is. The 1 hour is saying there's some urgency. We're going to move up in the short term, probably over the next 12 hours to 24 hours. We'll start moving up. The 4 hour is saying it's postured in a very bullish way. Stochastics are bouncing off the 50. The MACD is above the 0. We've consolidated after the cross above the 0. The RSI has hidden bullish divergence. we're definitely showing signs of readiness to move higher. And if my theory here on the 4-hour MACD is correct, we should see a move that is bigger than this move. That's all the way up at 270. Where's that money zone at? A high to low. Man, we just break right through it, go all the way up there. Maybe these fibs aren't relevant at all because that was the 1 hour. It is very small. Maybe that was just a whole waste of time. I'm sure that you'll find significance at various levels, but maybe not every single one of them. If my theory on the MACD is correct, this move should take us, I would think, above 270. This next move might take us right above these points of resistance here, and then we consolidate. 4-hour time frame, we might expect this to happen over the next week. Maybe not by the end of this week, maybe, but I would say at least at the earliest, this should start pretty soon, I would think. Like today, tomorrow. I mean, I'm thinking it's starting right now. And then it should be over maybe in 3 to 5 days. But it could be over in like another week. So 7 days, 10 days, 5 days, something like that. That's when we should be at about 285. If not by the end of the month. But ultimately, that's where I think we're going to go. And then we'll start to consolidate. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. I'm just rambling at this point. Stochastics look bullish. The RSI looks bad. To be fair, the RSI looks really bad, but with everything else considered in the short term, it seems as though you're going to move up. You look bad right now, but you only look bad. It's only validated if you come down. If you do this, you're doing something completely different. You're breaking structure. That's actually really good. You're on the brink of looking good. Just right here in the aspect of everything else that we've seen, not so much. But I will say here, straight rejection. You see how it's just like you come up and you come down. There's that strict point at every single one of these levels here. We don't have that right now. It's a little bit different. Those slight differences can be an advantage, right? If it's different behavior, typically begets different results. That's my thoughts. And if we're breaking out of this, something that we've been in really since September, maybe even before, that could give you a nice push. Absolutely. I mean, maybe if anything, we might not be bullish enough. Okay. Like if anything, we might not be bullish enough. XRP, when it moves up, it moves at a very fast pace. And the last time we were down at these levels, finding a low, right? When we were at low levels in the RSI like this at these same prices, it was about a week or two later that we were all the way up at $3.66, which is our all-time high. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Don't get tripped up on the short-term stuff. Don't get tripped up. Even if everything I've said is wrong, we don't move up at all. From here, we move down. We're at a clearly great area to buy. As I said earlier, every person who's bought within this range they've all felt smart for buying here or lower, or they felt dumb for not doing it. So don't let any short-term volatility scare you, even if it goes against what we're expecting. But if things go the way that I think they should go, there should be no fear unless you're a bear. This should be rallying. Even Peter Brandt was bullish. Peter Brandt, let's see, this chart here, he says, hey, crypto traders, do not despair. There are 2 coins that I think could do quite well in the months to come. This is XRP. This is the XRP chart, right? Long term. Look at that. Down here, 2017. You can see 2026. It's like the numbers are cut off, but you can still see it. 100% that's the XRP chart. 100%. Peter Brandt, OG investor trader. He's not always right, but still bullish on XRP and Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to Bitcoin Cash as well. Love the Dragon Riders. Anyways, I got nothing else. I'm rambling at this point. Hit the like button, subscribe. Again, if anything, I wouldn't expect that I'm wrong to the downside. I would expect that we're just not bullish enough. You never know when this next move is going to come that's going to take us to new all-time highs and just price exploration altogether. It could happen at any moment now. I would think by the end of this year we are at new all-time highs, but it might be January. It just depends on how things work. It depends on how we do after we move up to this 280, 270 area. I got nothing else. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving.